welcome to my live stream. How are you doing today? Please, can we meet you?
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My name is
You're welcome.
Yakub Elamiste, and I have a channel called The Diary of a Young Father, where I document
Okay, can you take the name again, please?
the diary of a young father.
Okay, what is your name, please?
All right. My name is Yakub Elamiste.
Okay, okay. Can you tell us about a little bit about yourself, your family, and what you do? Let the
Okay.
audience meet you, please.
All right. Thank you for that question. Yes. So I'm a product manager, but I also have a channel where I document my journey into fatherhood. So I talk about
Whoa.
daughter, yes, and the different stages of her growth. And I also interview fathers, right, on that channel and just ask them questions relating to fatherhood. So it has been an exciting journey for years.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Seems you have something about fatherhood so much because while saying that you were smiling.
Yes, yes. I personally believe that if fathers get it right in our society, society will be great. Right? Most children who misbehave, they don't have that father figure in their lives, right? So that's why I'm excited about talking about fatherhood. And my aim is to help young fathers become great and better fathers.
Okay, sorry to ask this. This might sound personal. Are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
How many
Yeah,
years? Oh,
married.
awesome, awesome. How many years of
Yeah,
marriage?
I've been married for 2 years, and we have a beautiful daughter.
Whoa, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank.
I love to hear good news. I love to hear good news. In aspect of saying fatherhood, yeah, most people wants to get married and they are not like fully ready about it.
Yeah, yeah. True.
And most people get married because their peers, their friends are getting married,
Mm-hmm.
and you at the long run you realize that they are not bringing out their best. They're
True.
not meeting up with what it takes to be a father.
True. True.
Good. And sometimes people are not open to learn and grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I always, what advice do you have for those that want to be a father or those that are new in the field of being a father?
All right. Very, very fantastic question. So it starts from the mind, right? You need to be mentally prepared for it. And by the way, I'm a Christian, right? So, of course, I had to, understand the essence of fatherhood. I had to understand the reason for fatherhood. I also had to understand the roles of a father. And having put all that together, I would advise that anybody who is getting married, you must deal with your past first, right? Deal with things in the past, traumas that you've experienced. Understand how your parents, your father especially, treated you, whether it was good or bad, and deal with it. Then accept that you are going to change the trajectory in a positive direction, such that you want to raise godly children. You want to raise children who will not be a menace to society. You want to raise children who will be loved. So whether male or female, you want to ensure that they have love in their lives. And you also realize that you cannot even raise children on your own. So you need your spouse. So you also need to model love to your children by loving your spouse. So once you are mentally prepared and then the time comes, whether you like it or not, it will still shock you, right? It will still
Yeah,
shock you. Maybe
yeah,
in conversation we'll talk about the birth process and all. You will still be you will shake a bit. But because you are mentally prepared, you'll be able to, stabilize and then take care of that young one and watch them grow. They grow very fast.
I love that. I love that. Marriage is just like yes, you are if you are mentally ready, mentally stable, financially stable,
Yeah.
and emotionally ready.
Mm-hmm.
You go into it and you know that I am not going into marriage alone.
Exactly.
You are going to have a partner. When you love your partner, respect and cherish your partner, I think it will be very easy.
True. True.
It will
True.
be easy. Like when I got married newly, most times where I'm supposed to put we, I'll put me, I. You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah,
Yeah.
I kept on correcting myself that I understand that I am no longer alone.
Excellent.
When taking decisions, I have to consult my partner.
Exactly.
I am doing that not because I am not a man. No, I am doing that because I respect my partner. I
Absolutely.
am doing that because I cherish my partner and it's a team work.
Exactly. Exactly.
When you are alone, there are some decisions you can take. If you make mistakes, you can be like, okay, I will figure it out later. But
Mm-hmm.
when you have a partner you love, respect, and cherish, you guys have targets, you guys have goals.
Yeah.
Most times, before you eat breakfast, you need to reevaluate to be sure that this goes well. I
Ex-
like your idea. I think, please, can you tell us the name of your channel so our wonderful community can check you out, see what you do, and if possibly subscribe to your channel? Please, what is the name of your channel? Can you mention that again?
Thank you very much. Yes, my channel is Diary of a Young Father. Diary of a Young.
Diary of a Young Father. That's awesome. Okay, my second question now is tell us about the birth of your daughter. What was the experience like for as a father?
Let me breathe in and breathe out first. It was, it was. I like the way I was speaking with my friend recently, and I like the way he explained it. You are experiencing so many things at the same time, and it looks like nothing is also happening at the same time, right? In
Yeah.
fact, from the moment my wife and I knew that we were pregnant, we were excited, but as the day kept drawing close, we were getting anxious, but we trusted God. And the D day came. The D day came. The doctor told us. In fact, let me tell you something very interesting. When she had the first contraction, we were measuring. There's a way they taught us to measure and all. We had the first contraction. She was like, the baby may be coming soon. Oh. I'm like, okay, let's go to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, the doctor first laughed. He said, you people are JJC, you people. We're like, the doctor sent us home. Oh. The doctor said, go home and
What?
relax. Yes, go home. Okay.
Serious?
Yes, we went home. Then we noticed that the contractions started getting longer and the time between contractions started getting shorter. So we knew that this is serious. So when it was like past 6, past 7, I was like, man, I can't give birth to this baby in the house. So let's go back to the
You can't
hospital.
handle it. You are
Exactly.
scared.
Yeah. So when we got back, the doctor was like, okay, it's fine. Oh, yeah, then bed. Only for the nurse to come and think around like past 9. And she was like, the baby is coming. Oh, the baby is coming. Call the doctor. They took my wife to the theater. And with the second push, my baby came to the. It was so
Woo!
exciting.
Congratulations.
So exciting. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I love to hear good news. I
Yeah.
like the excitement in you. With time, you will get used to the whole system. Okay. We learn every day. Okay. I am
Yeah.
so happy to hear this from you. Okay. I have my third question now.
All
My third
right.
question goes this way: how did fatherhood change your daily routine and priorities?
That's a very fantastic question. The number one most important thing was patience. I had to learn patience because right now she's 1 year, 3 months. So,
Wow.
yeah. So I had to learn patience from scratch because when you are dealing with children, if you are not patient, you will be frustrated. They will be frustrated. Your wife will be frustrated. Everybody will be frustrated. So I learned to be patient when crying. I learned to understand what is happening. So if she's crying, I learned to identify, okay, this is maybe food cry, this is change diaper cry, this is an hot cry, and all. I learned to understand that. Then one other thing it did for me, it just changed my perspective about life, helped me understand God better, and also helped me appreciate my wife. See, and women generally, any woman that has given birth to a child deserves to wear a crown because the entire process is just a lot. Just a,
Bro,
yeah, you wanted to say
we
something?
don't we don't give them enough credit.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
We the society, we the husbands,
Yeah,
men, we don't give the ladies, our wives, the credit required.
yeah. I
Look at
totally
it this way: for the 9 months, some people before 9 months, some people after 9 months, they are the one going through everything:
a lot.
the pains, the carrying of the baby or children,
Mm-hmm.
the body changing. Some people, their face will change, their legs will change,
Yes.
their life will change. Most of them cannot even go to work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They will have to stay back at home.
Yes.
We experience it, but we do that emotionally.
Exactly. Exactly. You're spot
But
on.
they carry their body system, everything change.
Yes.
After that 9 months, they will be the one to get into the theater.
Mm.
Most times, the husbands don't go to theater.
Yeah. But I was there. I
I,
was there.
I've been to the theater. It wasn't funny.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, but I give God thanks.
Yeah.
Everything went well.
Yes.
They
Thank
will
God.
come back from theater. They need time to heal. Mind you, as they are that process of healing, they are breastfeeding the baby in
Like,
almost immediately.
almost immediately. True.
That is another journey. So that's why I said that we don't give our wives, our women, our sisters the credit they
True.
deserve.
Yeah. True.
I've done live stream where I was like showing appreciation to women.
Oh, fantastic.
They are strong. I think it was Mother's Day. So
Oh,
I use it as like appreciation to all the women out there. I
mm,
mustn't know you. I don't need to see you, but so long as you are a woman, we need to appreciate them.
yes. Yes.
We need to appreciate them. They will wake up in the morning, think of what baby we eat, think of what the whole family will eat,
Mm-hmm.
trying to, oh, bro,
It's
kudos
a
to
lot.
them.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot.
I've
Even for
been to,
him, you can tell, anybody can tell that this is a good man that is not afraid to even give honor to people who he has seen done well. And my respect for my wife changed a great deal from that moment. I respect her always, but haven't seen because I was in the theater all through. In fact, rubbing her leg, saying, "Please try her head." Oh yeah, I just tell her to push. It's a lot. And I used to call my wife a
it's,
superwoman, superwoman. I'd always
wow, she
about
is,
it. Yes.
she is. Okay, let's head to our number 4 question. What were the biggest challenge you faced in the early days of balancing work, family, and personal passions?
Ah, amazing question. The early days. So you see this man that you're seeing, he used to like sleep. And anybody who has given birth to a child knows that the moment you give birth to a child, just pack sleep.
No more. No
Ah,
more.
it was a lot to adjust, right? Because you have to be awake, and you know that rush that comes with a child. So you need to check: is she breathing? Okay, has she moved? Has she rolled? Ah, then you're like, oh my god,
How is her neck?
how is her neck? And sometimes
Are you
you,
sure she will not fall off from the bed?
I tell you. I tell you, some other times it's your wife that you will pity because she has been awake watching after. You be like, all right, babe, okay, go and sleep. Go and sleep. I will watch over her and all. So that was like one of the major. Then the second is I had to now be it dawned on me at that point that okay, now we're no longer two, we are now three. So I need to cater for them. I need to protect them. It looks like I now became a macho man, right?
Super father.
I tell you, ensuring that the door is closed, ensuring that mosquitoes are not in the house. You know how Nigeria is. Because the time that my daughter got malaria, it was so bad. I felt bad, but I had to ensure that we take care of the house. And so
Sorry.
it's just, I hear you, just a lot. Then even work, I have to ensure that okay, I leave work in time so that I can provide support for my wife.
At
So those are
home.
yes, yes, yes. Those are some of the major changes that
I do I do night patrol like every night.
wow,
My patrol ends like let me say 3 or 4 a.m.
automatically.
So
Yeah,
I have to go check up on them, how they are sleeping.
yeah.
Is there light? Do they
Mm-hmm.
need fan? Are they
Mm-hmm.
cold? You
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
If they bring lights, like right now there is no energy, no power.
I see.
So if the light now, windows have to be open so they
Mm,
can have good ventilation.
true.
When there's light, you have to go plug the rechargeable fan, make sure they are sleeping. This routine will go on till around 3 4 a.m. before
Wow.
I will go to bed.
Wow.
6 a.m. you have to wake up, support. And that word support, I don't like using it.
Mm.
Why I said I don't like using it is when I hear that word support, it's as if you are helping when you
Helping.
are not supposed to.
Yes, like it's your duty.
Right now, it's my responsibility
Mm.
to do it.
Yes.
So I don't like using the word support
Mm.
because when you say support, it's like you are heading to work and you see a passerby that his or her car broke down, you are
Mm.
supporting that person to fix his or her car.
Yeah.
It's
Like
not your like
responsibility.
sole responsibility.
Like if
So
it was
whenever I use the word support in my home, I feel bad. I
I think
feel like I need to apologize to the society
mm.
because what I am doing is what I am supposed to do. And you know, one thing is, most people think that what we do, that children don't see it, copy it. They see everything we do.
every every
I
every
once I once told somebody that it's very easy to train a child, but the person did not understand the angle I was coming from.
mm.
If right now I have a daughter of a year and 7 months,
Wow.
if I am praying, she knows I am praying.
Mm.
She chipping amen at the place I am supposed to say amen.
Wow.
Yes.
Smart.
If I am doing something, if she comes in now that I'm on this live stream, she will say hello, hey yo. She will
Ah,
wave. Do you understand?
yeah,
Because they see you do these things.
true.
So whenever I am doing what I am supposed to do at home, we have this issue of we Africans,
Mm-hmm.
and while growing up, some people will tell you, as a man, you're not supposed to do this. Wrong.
Yeah, there's no gender.
Absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
I go to markets, buy things, carry
Wow.
them back. Yes. Why? The person at home that is my partner has done so much.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So I
Yeah.
pick up this stress part of duties, going to the markets, doing some heavy, heavy. I'll be like, this is a man's job. Your responsibility is to maybe do the little, the menial ones.
Yeah.
It helps. While doing that, you are letting her know that you are not alone.
Exactly.
We are in this together.
As partners.
After all, you are the one that went to her, brought her into your family, change her name. Hello, guys. Please, if you are joining my live stream, we have amazing father on the live stream. Please do well to watch this live stream to the last part. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. He has amazing videos, tips on how to be a father, how to be the best dad, how to combine your duty at work, family, and your passion. So feel free to subscribe to his channel and grab a whole lot. Okay, we have on our next question. Have you ever felt completely drained or close to burnout? What led to that moment?
All right. I have almost gotten there. Almost. As a man, you have to work, right?
Definitely.
And at different points, depending on which industry you're in, at different points, there are times that the work will be very high, right? At some other point, it will be mid, low. And once you have a child, that is already something that you are doing for life, right? Until they grow and live. So there is the family aspect where you need to cater for everybody, you need to help everybody, you need to be a partner to your wife. Then there is work where you need to ensure that you are delivering well so that they don't fire you, right? So there are times that the two, it looks as though they just peaked at the same time. And that occurred, I think, around like this or 8 months after my daughter was born. But the interesting thing is that's where my channel got birthed, Diary of a Young Father. Because
Serious.
I'm telling you, because by the time I come home, maybe I'm tired, drained, and maybe my baby starts crying, and I'm wondering what's happening. My wife is tired, both of us are tired. We're wondering. So that's why I sat down one day and I was like, okay, it will make sense for me to start documenting my experience into fatherhood. And that was it. That became a coping mechanism for me. So by the time I come back from work, I'm tired, and my daughter is tired, maybe she's crying or something. I'll carry I start figuring out, okay, making you cry. Is it diaper? I will experiment, change the diaper, and then hold her. Still crying. I will say, okay, babe, my wife, please, where's her food? I try to feed her, and then she's still crying. I try to, okay, is it heat? And then while solving all those problems, I started documenting it. So maybe I was able to figure out what happened. That is diaper. I will come on my channel and say reasons why baby cry, and then share it with people. And that's how I kept coping. Before I knew it, I'm looking forward to the next thing. Okay, what is happening? She's teething. Okay, let me talk about it. This is what we did and all that. That's how my channel got birthed. Yeah,
A lot of people come online to look for solution.
true.
And when you are helping out, solving the problems they are facing,
Yeah.
you are going far in helping people, which is very good. Okay, we have another question here. How do you manage work, family, and passion without burning out? Okay, I've asked that.
Yes.
What mindset shifts have helped you stay present for your family despite your busy schedules?
Yes. So thank you for that question. The major mindset shift that happened was understanding that after God, the next most important set of people is family. Family.
Definitely.
You must understand that. So God is the first because God created all of you, right? But once you are able to acknowledge that the next set of people is family. So I understood that family in this sphere on earth comes first after God. So that was the major mindset shift that I experienced. And what that does for you, you'll begin to look for ways to ensure that you are always providing, you are always protecting as a man. Remember, just few minutes ago, you were talking about how you do your night, you walk around. I know that even till now, sometimes I will wake up because right now, because she's too small, she's still in our room, right? So I will wake up,
Yeah.
I will look at her. Okay, is she properly covered? And all. I'll check my wife also. Are you properly covered? And I'll go out, check the doors again, even though I've checked them before, because I'm now very conscious that family is important. In fact, sometimes when probably I'm supposed to hang out with friends, all I'll first of all tell my wife that, see, I'm going to hang out, but don't worry, I will ensure I come back early, right? So that you would have all the partners that you need in a relationship, because family now become first on earth after God.
You're right. That's very good of you.
Mm.
Please keep doing what you do. Okay. I have the next question here is, are there any habits or routine that keep you grounded and energized?
Yes, yes. Great question. So first is prayer. I had to make prayer a habit because the moment you have a small child in the house, my brother, my sister, pray. Oh, because you know how these children move around, they can pick anything. It is God, it is God that protects them. You don't want to know the things that little toddlers can do. So pray, right? Because and prayer is not just for her alone, my child, also for mommy and for daddy, because we need to be in good health to be able to take care of her, right? Then
Yes.
one other thing that I do is I'm in the choir and I serve in the choir in my church, right? So one other thing is I try to also, because I love singing, it also helps me distress. So anytime I'm stressed, just tell my wife that, okay, please, on Saturday I will be in choir rehearsals from this time to this time. And usually by the time I sing, I'm energized for the week. So prayer, attending church, and then serving in a unit. These are things, certain things that are kind of out of the family but have very great impact on the family. So as a man, you need to find out the things that will help you distress, things that will help you, when you are tense, things that to calm down. Because if you don't do some of those things, you may get so worked up and then you will burn out and then you will take it out on your wife, right? And you don't
You
want that.
won't you won't know when you will lose it.
Exactly, exactly.
You won't know when you will lose it. Okay, we have second to the last question here. What's one thing you wish more fathers knew about handling burnout?
Yes, I think I touched on it in the last this question that I just answered. One thing,
Okay.
understand the things that stresses you, right? The things that stress you. Once you identify them, ensure that the moment you're stressed, find what you can use to distress. So, for example, me singing helps, right? Sometimes even creating videos on my channel, Diary of a Young Father, also helps. And one thing I also do, I communicate with my wife. So I tell my wife that, babe, there's a lot of work in the office. I am so tired. However, I want to do this and this and this before I can do this, this and this. So she understands, okay, no problem. Okay, if my daughter is crying, she says, okay, let me take care of her. Then once you have enough energy, you can come and then you just take
And
care of.
help out.
Yes, yes.
Okay, our last question. If you could go back and give yourself advice before becoming a father, what will it be?
Yes. If I could go back, the major advice that I would give is don't overthink it, right? Don't overthink it. Just live one day at a time and ensure that after God, as I said earlier, your family is next. You think about them, you pray for them, you ensure that everything that they need around them is provided. Of course, when you pray, God will help, right? So once you can have that mentality, just live one day at a time. You'll be "Ah, this girl is 1 year old. This girl is 2 years old." Before you know, they are 30. So live one day at a time. Don't overthink it.
This is amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Please,
so
can
much.
you wrap it up? What advice will you give the upcoming father's husband? And what advice will you give? That's one. What advice will you give people that are having misunderstanding in their marriage? I had a chat with a friend. He was like that he's scared of getting married.
Um,
So I told him that no matter how scared you are, marriage is a good thing. If you want to get married, work towards it, go into it, but study your partner very well before you go into it, because whenever whatever goes on, people will be like, you saw these signs before
exactly.
going into it, and you'll be the one to handle the issue on your own. So
Yes.
what advice do you have for upcoming fathers and those that are having one challenge or the other?
Okay. Thank you so much for that question. So for upcoming fathers, the number one advice that I give is number one, mentally prepared. So if you're expecting a baby or expecting a child, or you're not even you're not married yet, or you just got married, be mentally prepared that you're going to be a father one day. And sit down, if it's books that you can get your hands on, if it's messages that you can get your hands on, listen, understand what fatherhood means. Sit down and understand, and then ensure that you are hardworking. By hardworking, I mean look for job. If you're out of job now, God will provide for you. But look for job because you need to be able to fend for your family. Then number two, ensure that you a partner that listens. So this is advice for those who are single now. If you are single and you are yet, like the person that we talked about, single yet to marry, right? Ensure that during the courting days before you get married, ensure you communicate a lot. Ask yourself questions. Talk about children. What is your philosophy about raising children? What do you think about raising this, about doing this, about doing communicate a lot. My wife and I, we talked a lot before we even got married and settled most of these things. So discuss a lot. And then when you get into fatherhood, just take it one day at.
That's it.
So that's for that. Then for fathers, my general advice is be a present parent. Be a present parent because these children they grow up so fast. By the time you check it, they are 18 and they've left the house. And if you build a relationship with them, at the end of the day, you'll start regretting, and nobody wants that. So be present in their lives now that they are children, and they will cherish you. This I have seen, not by experience yet, but I've seen from other people's.
Thank you so much for your time. We really
Thank
appreciate you. Please, if you are joining this live stream, thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out his channel, Diary of a Young Father. Subscribe to his channel. You will grab a whole lot. You'll be happy you subscribe and watch his videos. See you guys on our next video. Cheers.
Thank you, Mr.
All
Anthony.
right. Have a nice rest.
You too.